Welcome, my name is Debbie, and I just wanted to share my final folio that I made. This is a design team project for the Junk Journal Studio, and I kind of showed you, while I gave you the tutorial instructions, the first video, to make the basic folio, and then last time I showed you a bunch of decorating, and this time I just did finish the decorating, so I'll just kind of do a quick flip through. I was asked to show how to do one of the pockets in here, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to talk about this closure here for a second at the end. So if you're interested in any of that, stick around. So just a simple little folio. I made it with a double layer of just paper instead of cardstock, so it's kind of squishy, which I like. I have that ribbon closure, but I also have two Velcro dots, one here, so it closes here and here, somewhere, here. I added this piece afterwards. I had, there's a little bit of brown here and there, and I just had this scrap beside my desk. I liked the contrast that it gave, so I just added it a little bit here and there in the folio. So that's the closure. There's the inside of that. Again, I just have a little piece of that for a tag. I think I showed all of these little booklets and stuff before. Booklet and tags and a couple of stamps there. In here is a pocket. I think I finished this booklet maybe after I did a couple little belly bands and put some tags in there, put a label there. And there's just another piece of ephemera from the kit. Put a little bit of a few pieces of this just coffee dyed paper just to kind of do this brown theme here. This is the pocket I'm going to show you in a minute. These are some tags that I had made the other day, and I think I'm going to do a little video on these. Just really easy, but a lot of different steps. This striped paper was a paper that I didn't care for. I liked the colors, but I didn't care for the images, so I cut it in strips and made these tags. So that was a fun project, and I decorated this with some different images from different kits from the Junk Journal Studio. I'm not sure if I can name them all. This was a label kit, I'm not sure which one. This was the Faith kit. This was the, I think it's Fuzzy Cut Florals, Fuzzy Cut Flowers. A bunch of different flowers in there in different sizes. So that's what I used for the focal points in there. And I think I showed you that one. And then this kind of just goes out like that. And then on the other side, I put another piece of that accent paper. Here's a journal that I just stuck into this belly band. And a little piece of ephemera. This was a tag booklet that I saw the Scrimping Mummy do. I didn't decorate it the same as her, but I just took the idea of cutting a file folder in a tag shape. So I just decorated that with the ephemera from the kit. So we kind of have like a double pocket there. And then in here we have a pouch. So I decorated this large tag, and here's the belly band with just a couple of pieces of ephemera. Again, I just have a piece of coffee dyed lined paper there, so that gives the brown contrast there. And there's another pouch here. A couple of things in here. So here's another one of those large tags. Have a series of 3 pockets there, and just put some tags in there. Most of this I showed already, so I'm not gonna show it again. If there's anything particular that you want to see, let me know and I can show you that. This I saw on Treasure Books, Natasha from Treasure Books. It's probably a couple of weeks ago now. And I just decorated it with one of the pieces of ephemera. And basically it's just layers of paper folded in quarters and stacked, and it just makes a really interesting piece. And some of the pieces she put like up to 8 layers. This one I just have 3 layers, but you open it up like this and open it up like this, and then you have all this writing space. And then without folding this up, you can open this again and you can decorate, you know, all throughout here. And then another whole journaling piece. And then without folding anything, you just fold it up again and fold it open again, and you can keep going and going and going, but each one has a full page of journaling space. And then just to close it, you go like this, 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 this. So it's just kind of an interesting piece. So I'm not going to show you how to make this. It's basic stuff. If you want to see all the ins and outs and directions and the whole shebang, check out Treasure Books. It's one of her recent videos. She has, you know, she's a fabulous teacher. She shows everything about how to do those and all kinds of different options. So thought I would just mention that. This pocket, this flips up. Again, I have that attached with Velcro, and this flips down, and then you can put whatever you want here. Like I have a stamp with a little tag in there, have another little label there. There's just a couple of little bits in there. I put a star shape with that same color of scrap here, and I actually put a tab there too, just to kind of carry that through there. So then that closes. You can actually use this for journaling space if you want. I put a little journaling spot there. And then I glued this on 3 sides, and then I have space for another tag up here. Oh, I also forgot to show you, because I remember I put a tag in here. At the back, I have a file folder, and again I used that brown paper there. And here's the other tag that I had made using that same process. And I just have an image here stapled to the side, so that tucks in there. And then this postcard from the kit is in there. And then I have this rabbit just holding, his ears are holding the tuck here, so you can have a little hidden journaling space there. So, oh, and then the back I did just a little collage with some of the images. So many cute images. This is all from the Winter Bounty kits from the Junk Journal Studio. And fussy cuts, labels, these, I call them all tea cards. They're not really tea cards, but more fussy cuts, stamps. She's got shapes like the star shapes, lots of, you know, stamps and these little tea cards, labels. And then all of the papers and everything, all of that is from the Junk Journal Studio Winter Bounty kits. There's 4 kits, I believe. So there's journal pages, coordinating pages, ephemera, and one more of pages. I can't remember how she distinguishes those. But anyways, I'm just going to show you how to make this little pocket quick if you're interested in that. So just close that up. And I have a piece of paper that I printed from the Junk Journal Studio's Spring Bounty collection. It's trying to be spring here. It's not yet, but this week it's been really mild, so the snow is melting, and I'm sure we'll be hit by some more winter before the end of this season. But I'm feeling springy today, so I picked out a piece from the Spring Bounty, and I'm going to be making another couple of projects with this paper, these sets of papers. Really gorgeous colors. There's purples and yellows and greens, and there's pinks, and then the creams, and I think there's another color, another focal color, but really nice. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to make the pocket, and I'm going to kind of give you a bonus fold at the same time. So in this folio, because this is only, well, it is 4.5, but I put this pocket on this flip, which is narrower. So the flip is just 4. So I made this pocket 3 3/4 inches wide. So you can make it however wide to fit your project. Because I just have this paper, and I know cutting it in half is going to give me 4 1/4. I'm just going to cut 2 strips of 4 1/4 the long way. So 4 1/4 by 11. I have 2 strips printed it front and back. This is 32-pound copy paper. And then to make this pocket, I'm just going to take one of my strips here. And I'm going to score at, doesn't really matter, I don't think which way. The writing is going to go sideways, so I'm okay with that. If you're not okay with that, pick something that's not directional. So for the first one, I want you to score at 2 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches. So 2 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches. And that's pretty much it. And then you just fold up on all of the folds. And then let me just get this straight. Yeah. So this is your flap. And if you don't like the way this looks, you can just reverse everything. Yeah. And then do it this way. So, you know, you can, I think I liked this way, this first way better. So this is the flap. Let me just get this straight for you. Let me just get this straight for you because I'm confusing myself now. So the 2 inch, okay, and then the longer, the 2 inch, and then there's the longer piece, and then the other piece comes up. So there's a 2 inch fold on both sides, but then in the middle, you can see one is longer than the other. So the longer one is the one attached to the flap. So there's our flap. And then you fold this up and down like that, and then the flap over. So again, your flap is 2 inches. It's attached to this larger section. This is a little bit shorter. So you can fold this up in half, fold this down, and fold the flap down like that. And that's basically your pocket. And then I had just rounded the corners of my flap. And then you've got kind of that 3 triple looking section like that to decorate. In this one here, so I attached just a label here. I attached it to this part, and I did a little Velcro part down here. So that attaches there. And so you need something long enough to go from the top, because you want to attach this layer and this layer. So you attach it to the top, you put a Velcro at the bottom, and then that goes up like that. And then this whole thing comes down. This whole thing comes down. Let me just get this in frame here. And then you can do what you want here. You can ink all the edges. You can make a pocket. I put a pocket there, put a side pocket there. You can use all of this for journaling space. You could even have like a little memo pad or something in there. I guess I also rounded this edge here, so I'll just do that on this one as well. Doesn't look like much until you kind of decorate it, but they're a fabulous little pocket. And then you can glue it on 3 sides and use this as a tuck. So I think I'll hang on to that and use it for my spring journal. So that looks cool. And then I've made another fold a few times, and it's basically the same, except the scores are just a little bit different. So this one is 1 1/2, 4 1/4, and 7. So 1 1/2, 4, and 7. Now let me see if I can get this one correct. This is my little prototype here. So you have this, it goes down, up, and down, I think. something a little wonky here. Okay. So let me just see, did I do that right? Yeah, so this one is just a little bit different. You know, it's basically the same thing. So you can do it the same way. You could put it this way. You could glue this into, make a little pocket, and then this would flip out like that. You can do this one sideways. So you could put it on your journal page. I have a journal right here. You could put it on the side of your journal page, and you could do this to have a little flip out. And then you can do the same thing and have a like a label or something and glue it here, and then put a Velcro here and attach it here. Or you can even attach it farther on your page if you want. You could do the same thing like this and like this. So it's very, very similar, but just different. You could even do it up here like this and then pull it down. So I use these these two flips and probably different ones. If I have a different size piece of paper, I'll score it different ways, and you know, just it's just a little more interesting than just scoring everything in the same sections, the same distance from each other, just a little bit different. So the first one, they were both 4 1/4 by 11. The first one was scored at 2, 6, and 9, and the second one is scored at 1 1/2, 4 1/4, and 7. So that was my two little pocket things that I wanted to show you. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention is I bought a package of one of these. I don't know what it is. It's like kind of a, I think they call it like a crepe ribbon or something like that. And it comes like this. It's really soft, and it has ripples. What do you call that? The word escapes me, so I'm going to call it ripples. It's got ripples on either side of the ribbon. It just comes like that. If you pull it, you know, it'll kind of straighten out, but it comes like that. It's really soft. And I got this from Temu. If you're not a Temu fan, then just go ahead and tune off of me. I've said it before, I don't like Temu for certain things, but you know, if they're obviously copyright, infringing on copyright, copying other artists' work and that sort of thing. But for things like eyelets, ribbons, you know, just sort of those basic things, I don't have a problem ordering from them. I think it's really good prices. I think it's exactly the same stuff as you can buy on Amazon. It's just comes to you a little bit differently. There's not as many middlemen, and it's cheaper in the end. But you know, if you look at the things that you buy on Amazon, probably 90% of those are made in China too. So anyways, that's I'm not trying to convince anybody anyway or anything, but if you hate Temu, just feel free to click off right now. If you want to hear what I'm gonna say, then stay tuned. So yeah, I bought one and I really liked it. So then I went and got a whole bunch of more, and they're less than $1. I don't know. There's several different stores within Temu that sell them. I think a lot of them were like 79 cents. There's a black one, there's a yellow one, a purple one, a pink one, a red one, and then I've got a couple that are like plaids, brown plaid and a green plaid. I really, really like them. And there's enough there. I'm not exactly sure how long it is. 78.74 inches. 200 centimeters. So there's enough for at least 3 ties for a journal. If you want to double it over like this, there's enough for, I think I used this for one other journal. So, I mean, this would be enough for another journal easy. So, you know, for 79 cents, you got 2 closures. And then there's also these ones, which are wider. So these are don't know, about an inch wide or something. Yeah, those are an inch wide, and these are about an inch and a half wide. So I got a couple of those as well, and those were maybe $2. I can't remember exactly. I've had these for a little while. So I got a kind of a beige one, a yellow one, and a golden one, and a pink one again. So anyways, if you're interested in those, I thought I would just give a little blurb about that. I've been really happy with them. I've used them quite frequently, and they're just a couple of dollars. So I'll link a couple of them below. They're always kind of changing. You know, by the time you see this, they might not have that exact one in stock, but another store will have the same one. I don't know if you've been on Temu, you kind of know how that goes. But anyways, that was all I wanted to say to you today. So I hope you enjoyed this folio. And again, this is part 3. There's a part 2 and a part 1. Part 1 talks about the construction of the folio. Part 2 shows some of the decorating, and part 3 is the flip through plus the pocket descriptions. And yeah, I really had a lot of fun making that. And this is all from the Winter Bounty collection from the Junk Journal Studio. That'll be linked below as well. And blessings. We'll see you soon.